What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this video, we have they laughed at India in 2010, but in 2025, they're copying everything. Before we dive in, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button to receive your exclusive benefits. Let's dive right in.
10 years ago, India was seen as a joke, or at best, a country to watch. Fast forward to 2025. India's playing the game, setting the rules, and now others are ripping off its playbook.
Facts.
Stick around,
Facts.
because the ratio of laughs to copycats is about to flip. In 2010, India was rising, but tepidly. Today, it's a digital India powerhouse, a diplomatic heavyweight, and a cultural magnet. Governments, brands, and even entire countries are now copying Indian innovations. From port strategies to public health tech, from super apps to UPI. Let's break down exactly who laughed and who's now busy stealing ideas.
I love this.
But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. I subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you into the family. With that said, let's get started. Number 1. Digital payments, from Chaiwala app to global gold standard. Back in 2010, the idea of street vendors accepting digital payments in India was laughable to many. Come on, they said, how's a Chaiwala going to use a QR code? Fast forward to 2025, and the joke's on them. Unified Payments Interface, UPI, is now the envy of the world.
Yeah.
Lightning fast, zero fee, and works on everything from smartphones to basic feature phones. Today, UPI processes over 10 billion transactions a month, and it's not just in India. France, Singapore, UAE, Bhutan, and others are either integrating or actively studying it. Meanwhile, in the West, people still wait 2 to 3 days for their paycheck to clear and pay $35 for a bounced check fee. In India, your vegetable guy probably has a faster payment system than your average American retail store.
And that's crazy.
Let that sink in.
That's wild.
Number 2.
That's absolutely freaking wild to sit here and think about. But I always thought watching Indian videos, UPI is incredible in the sense that everybody like that, every vendor has it. In the US, like, yeah, you can find someone that's going to accept digital, and more are able to do so nowadays. But it's still, you're still going to go to vendors that can't, that need cash, or you got to pay through Cash App or PayPal or something. You got to pay through an app. It's not nothing that's universal. Like, everybody has this. And so that's very interesting. And I wonder if the US will ever get to that point. But where I think the US might not is because of the no fee thing. And a lot of these apps are able to charge a fee for sending money or transactions. And so I can see them being very, very upset if the US was to put something that was nationwide, this system. So let's see what else we got.
Aadhaar and India stack. Identity infrastructure like no other. Critics in 2010 scoffed. You can't build a national ID for over 1 billion people. There's no way it'll work.
And they did.
Guess what? India did it.
Of course they did.
And better than most of the developed world. With over 1.4 billion people digitally identifiable, Aadhaar has become the foundation of everything. Banking, subsidies, mobile SIMs, healthcare, you name it.
That's insane.
And it's not just an ID card. It's India Stack, an open API digital infrastructure that powers secure, inclusive access to services. Now, countries like Morocco, Ethiopia, and the Philippines are knocking on the door asking, how do we do what you did? The same experts who once laughed. They're now writing white papers on it. Number 3.
That does absolutely sound very innovative and, once again, amazing. Building a national database for over 1 billion.
Telecom revolution. The Geo shockwave. When Mukesh Ambani launched Jio in 2016 with free data and dirt cheap smartphones, people said, this is financial suicide. Fast forward to 2025. That suicide mission turned into the biggest data revolution on Earth. Jio crushed the competition, brought hundreds of millions online, and made 4G access cheaper than a samosa. Today, India has the lowest mobile data rates in the world, and the highest video consumption per capita.
Man, that's not.
The twist? Global telecom giants, from Africa to Latin America, now study Jio's model in B-School case studies. They're asking how India managed to bring the internet to the masses without going bankrupt. Spoiler alert, disruption plus vision equals dominance. Number
I
4.
feel like this is so amazing. Like these are some like things that would be so incredible to me as a citizen in the US, but I know they wouldn't come because it would take money out of the pockets of others, right? If you were to be able to give everyone a smartphone for cheap and give them access to the internet, access to online at a very, very cheap price, ooh, would be a lot of angry people. A lot of angry businesses.
Pharma and vaccine diplomacy. In 2010, Indian Pharma was considered a cheap generics factory. Great for budget meds, not taken seriously for cutting-edge stuff. Then came 2021. COVID hit, and while the rich countries hoarded vaccines, India became the pharmacy of the world.
Yep.
Through the Vaccine Maitri initiative, it shipped 70+ million doses to over 90 countries, some for free. That's not just soft power, it's serum diplomacy.
Yeah, that's
Now,
amazing.
countries are desperate to tie up with Indian Pharma for not just vaccines, but API manufacturing, biotech, and R&D partnerships. Those who once dismissed India's medical sector now want to manufacture with it,
Yep.
regulate like it,
Yep.
and yes, copy it. Number
I
5.
literally think that I've heard India being the pharmacy of the world, and that's really amazing for them to step up in a time where so many people were in danger during this virus. For them to step up and ship these vaccines out to so many countries, like that's genuinely amazing.
Space program, budget popcorn, blockbuster impact. When India launched Mangalyaan, its Mars orbiter, in 2013 on a $74 million budget, less than the cost of the movie Gravity,
That's insane.
the world clapped, but with condescension. Nice little science project, they said. Then came Chandrayaan-3 in 2023, and India became the first country to land on the moon's south pole. All while spending a fraction of what NASA or Roscosmos would. ISRO has become the go-to agency for budget launches, deploying satellites for countries from Europe to Africa. In fact, some nations are ditching their own programs to partner with ISRO.
Why would
In 2025, the big question isn't can India reach space? It's can we do it like India? Number 6.
Why wouldn't you want to do it at the price tag that India did it at? Like they got to a side of the moon that nobody had ever been before, and they did it better for a low price. Like why wouldn't other countries want to follow that example?
Infrastructure plus smart cities. Indian roads are chaos. Yeah, that's what they said. Past tense. Fast forward to 2025, and India is laying down infrastructure like it's playing a real-life game of SimCity, but with actual stakes and world-class results. From Delhi to Mumbai, smart highways with AI-powered traffic systems are reducing congestion and saving lives. Bullet trains? Not a dream. Actual projects are racing ahead, with Japan backing the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route using their Shinkansen technology. Tech-integrated cities. India is building entire smart zones with facial recognition security, digital governance, and sustainable energy grids. The G20, watching closely. Germany and Japan aren't just impressed. They're borrowing blueprints and co-investing.
You should.
The real flex. India isn't just building for today, it's future-proofing its urban sprawl. Number 7.
There's anything
Cultural
about
soft power.
infrastructure and everything in India, we know that it's on the rise and in a big way. So many projects, developments going on, looking at the economy at such a rise, looking at their military at a rise. We know that India is on the rise.
Bollywood, yoga, and beyond. Once upon a time, Bollywood dance numbers or punchlines in late-night shows. Now, those same hosts are dancing to Kala Chashma on TikTok.
Yeah.
India's cultural soft power has exploded across global pop culture.
Agreed.
Bollywood music tops Spotify charts. Yoga studios are as common in New York as Starbucks. Indian cuisine. It's no longer niche, it's chic.
Yeah.
And get this,
I'm dying to try some Indian cuisine. I'm dying.
Diwali is now an official celebration at the White House, complete with rangolis and ladoos. Even Marvel can't resist. Think Ms. Marvel and Eternals featuring Indian characters and mythology.
Facts.
India isn't just influencing culture, it's setting trends. Number 8. Tech talent domination.
Ooh.
Remember the 2000s stereotype. Tech support with an Indian accent. Now it's, hello boss, I'm your CEO. From Google to Microsoft, Adobe to IBM, Indian origin leaders are not just in the room, they're at the head of the table. And it's not just about big tech. Startups in Bengaluru, AI labs in Hyderabad, and space tech unicorns are reshaping global innovation. India's coding talent is so vast that even Silicon Valley relies on it to stay afloat.
Wow.
The twist: the same people who cracked jokes about Indian engineers are now working under them. Respect the drip. Number 9.
I absolutely respect that drip. The same people who was clowning me now working under me. Y'all laughed at us back then. Now I'm your boss. Ain't so funny no more, is it?
Diplomatic clout and global South leadership. India once stood quietly on the sidelines of global politics. Neutral, hesitant. Now, it's the unofficial voice of the global South.
Facts.
And everyone's listening. India is mediating between Western powers and the BRICS bloc. It's hosting global summits, chairing G20 meetings, and setting the agenda for climate, trade, and tech policy. The non-aligned movement, reinvented as a power play.
Yeah.
Western allies want India to counterbalance China. Russia wants India to anchor stability.
Yep.
Africa and Latin America, they see India as a role model, a fellow developing nation that made it big without selling out.
Man.
India's diplomacy is no longer passive. It's pragmatic, strategic, and impossible to ignore.
Oh, everything.
Number
That
10.
diplomacy is absolutely phenomenal to have such great relationships with so many countries, even countries that are beefing directly with each other, but you still have a great relationship with both of them. That's diplomacy for you, God dang it.
Defense and indigenous tech boom. Here's the kicker. India used to be one of the world's biggest arms importers. Now, it's building and exporting cutting-edge weapons. We're talking BrahMos missiles, so good that even Southeast Asia is placing orders. Indigenous drones, AI-powered surveillance, and private sector defense startups are redefining warfare on the subcontinent. Even the US wants deeper military collaboration, while Russia is watching its former client turn into a competitor. This isn't about keeping up anymore. It's about leading. And when India leads in defense, it doesn't just defend its borders, it reshapes global power dynamics. So here we are, in a world where the underdog has become the blueprint. Countries that once smirked at India are now frantically taking notes, tweaking policies, and scrambling to keep up.
You better believe
It's not just about catching up with the future. It's about learning from the one country bold enough to invent it. With that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button.
Absolutely enjoyed that. And I do completely agree with all the statements that were made. Crazy 15 years ago, so many countries were laughing at India for certain things. But here in just such a short time period later, are now taking notes and creating partnerships and investing in India because they see what's going on. They see the rise that India is on. They see the growth, the progress, and it's at a rapid pace right now. That's all we have. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, check out the next, and I'll see you.